potassium acid phthalate, 0 balance. Close. 44.9669. We need about 0.5 to 1 gram by difference. About that much, which seemed to be about 0.5, a little bit less, just to make sure. Put in this bag. So what I have is 44.4610. About 30 milliliters of water. This reads 50, 75, 100, so this is going to be a very rough measurement of water. That seems to be about right, about halfway before 50. So far I have potassium acid phthalate, water, deionized water, and just a few drops of phenolphthalein. 50 milliliter burette, and it's reading backwards, 0 here, 50 here. You're measuring the amount that you're dispensing. When you read 2 in there, that means you've used 2 milliliters. Then to fill it up, you need to read the liquid at eye level. So I usually do this to the side, but you have to be very careful to bring this down without breaking the tip, to lower it to your eye level. So the stopcock is parallel to the glass. That means it's open. Liquid can pass through. I'm going to close the stopcock to have it perpendicular in horizontal position, and that way the liquid doesn't pass through anymore. Add in a clean beaker. I have a funnel up here, so I'm carefully putting the solution of sodium hydroxide in the burette, making sure the stopcock is closed. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly 0. I'm going to empty some liquid to make sure the tip is filled. Otherwise, my reading is not going to be correct. So as far as some liquid passes through, we're fine. And then I would have to read the liquid at eye level. And I'm trying to avoid climbing anything. So this reads 1.40. That's my initial reading. I'm going to pour this up. A magnetic stirrer. This is my potassium acid phthalate and phenolphthalein, and also 30 milliliters, roughly 30 milliliters of H2O, deionized water. So I'm putting my LMI flask and turning on the stirrer, not heat, only the stirrer, by throwing in the magnet in there. This is roughly on about 150 RPM. As far as it doesn't splash around, you're fine. So sodium hydroxide here, and I'm going to be looking for a pale, very pale pink color. But as soon as I see a ring, a pink ring, then I'm going to slow down and add it a little bit slower. Almost, maybe one more drop. .5 exactly. 28.50. Vitamin C tablets. Taking one instead of three. Use a mortar and pestle to crush it. Then we're going to weigh it. 0. LMI flask on the balance. I'm going to tear it, but it is 88.6383. Vitamin C tablet here. Point 0.4825 grams. 0.4825 grams. 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide in the burette. I have already zeroed it. It's on 0.00. And I have all of the vitamin C in here. Adding 30 milliliters of water, again roughly. So I have reading of 50 in here, so halfway should be fine. A little bit more. It doesn't matter if it doesn't all dissolve. Okay. Adding few drops of phenolphthalein. There are 4 drops in here. Mixing. Make sure your burette doesn't drip and make sure the reading hasn't changed. Okay. On 280 RPM, and start adding the standardized sodium hydroxide. By standardized, we know the molarity now. We didn't do anything to sodium hydroxide, we just calculated the exact molarity. Fast flow by having the stopcock being parallel to the tube. So now in slow flow, kind of drips, and it's getting very close because I can see that pink appearing. We need to have it stay pink for 10 seconds. Almost there. There. Pale pink, almost hard to see. .11. 22.11.